All right, today we're taking you inside something really special, a penthouse at Oakwood Court, which is, without a doubt, one of Kensington's most prestigious and historic mansion blocks. Let's dive in and see what makes this home truly exceptional.
And we're going to start right here, on the private balcony. Just take a second and soak in this incredible, far-reaching view. From way up here on the 6th floor, you get a perspective over London that is truly, truly rare. It's this sense of openness, of tranquility, that's almost impossible to find right in the heart of the city.
So, what does it really mean to be at the top here? Well, getting a penthouse in a building with this kind of history and prestige, you're not just buying a home, you're getting your hands on a one-of-a-kind piece of London.
You know, being on the top floor gives you this incredible sense of privacy and calm, floating high above the city buzz. It also means the entire apartment is just flooded with natural light, which creates this bright, airy feeling that really amplifies the sense of grandeur everywhere you go.
And this quote, it just hits the nail on the head. This is not some modern, sterile box. This is a space defined by classic Edwardian proportions. We're talking impressive ceiling heights that give you a real sense of volume and beautiful period details that add a timeless, elegant character.
Okay, let's head inside and see just how that grandeur translates into the living space. This is a home built on a magnificent scale, you know? It's perfectly designed for both comfortable family life and some seriously sophisticated entertaining.
I mean, just look at this grand double reception room. Those huge bay windows just pull sunlight deep into the space, lighting up all the beautiful ceiling details and that classic fireplace. You can just picture it, can't you? Hosting guests here, with the whole room just flowing from one beautiful space to the next.
Now, the number here is crucial. Nearly 3,000 square feet. But you know what's even more important? The fact that it's all lateral, all on one single floor. Finding that amount of space on one level in a central London period building is exceptionally rare. It makes the home feel both incredibly grand and surprisingly practical.
And all that square footage gives you this wonderfully flexible layout. You've got that huge space for entertaining, a big kitchen for family meals, and 5 really well-proportioned bedrooms. So you have options for everything: family, guests, a home office, maybe even a gym. It's a home that can really adapt to your lifestyle.
But, you know, owning this apartment is about so much more than just what's inside the 4 walls. It's about the whole lifestyle, the security, and the sense of community that Oakwood Court itself offers. It really is a private oasis right in the city.
And that experience, it starts the moment you approach the building. This stunning Edwardian facade, with its rich red brick and all the intricate details, it's a proper Kensington landmark. It immediately gives you a sense of prestige and history that just sets the tone for everything inside.
And that feeling of quality is backed up by some seriously incredible amenities. You've got 24-hour uniformed porters for service and security, and of course, a lift that takes you right to your floor. Residents also get exclusive access to these beautifully kept communal gardens, your own private green space. And the fact there's an active residents association, that tells you there's a real sense of community here.
Okay, we have to talk about location. Because this apartment isn't just in a great part of London. It's perfectly, and I mean perfectly, positioned right at the center of everything that makes this area so incredibly desirable.
This is where you really get the best of both worlds. On one side, you are literally a stone's throw from the entrance to Holland Park, one of London's most beautiful and romantic parks. Then, you turn around, and you're just moments from the world-class shopping, amazing restaurants, and culture of Kensington High Street. It's the perfect balance.
Being in such a prime spot also means you're incredibly well connected. With 3 different stations nearby, you've got easy access to the entire city, from the West End to the financial district. And for international travel, you're only about 12 miles from Heathrow. It makes this an absolutely ideal base for a global lifestyle.
So, when you bring all these different pieces together, the space, the views, the location, you start to realize you're not just buying an apartment. You're becoming the next custodian of a genuine piece of Kensington's history.
The story of Oakwood Court actually began way back at the turn of the 20th century. It was commissioned in 1899 as one of the very first grand mansion blocks in the area. It has stood as a landmark address for over 120 years, always maintaining its prestigious status.
And that status is completely undisputed. I mean, this quote says it all. It's considered one of the most prestigious and attractive in the entire royal borough. And that's not just marketing speak. That is the established, hard-earned reputation of this building.
Which brings us to a really important final point. When you look at all the different factors, this apartment represents a truly unique proposition on the market right now.
It's that rare combination of exceptional scale with that highly desirable top-floor elevation.
So, to put that into perspective, just look at the numbers. Sure, other large apartments have sold in the building, but you'll notice they're on lower floors. And other top-floor apartments have come up for sale, but they're typically smaller. This property is the one that combines both, that coveted 6th-floor position with this huge, nearly 3,000-square-foot layout. That specific combination is what makes it a genuine rarity.
So there you have it. It just brings everything together, doesn't it? The views, the space, the light, the security, all of it wrapped up in a building with immense character and prestige in one of London's absolute best locations. This is so much more than a home. It's a legacy address.
So at the end of the day, a home like this is a part of London's ongoing story, passed from one custodian to the next. The only real question left to ask is, how will you make your mark on this London legacy?